What's going on, everyone? Gormy here. Today I have got a brand new tactic for you guys called the 4-2-3-1 Bangalore. We did it with PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands in the Eredivisie. I believe that's how you say it. They ended up winning the domestic double. They won the league and the Dutch Cup, so very, very happy with that. They performed pretty solid on the year. Wish that they could have done a little bit better in certain areas, but this tactic is, in my opinion, one of those plug and play tactics. You put it on into your squad, you plug all the players in, you play and you let them dominate. You can make as many changes to this tactic as you would like, especially if you're in certain scenarios and situations that you need to change things for. But overall, this tactic is very, very good. Now, before we do get into things for today's video, I need to go over a few things for the future of this YouTube channel here. So the tactics are going to be here. They're not going anywhere. You guys are going to get 1 to 2 a week. That is kind of the main thing that I've done on here since FM21, starting about, I'd say, 6-8 months ago. And I mean, this is why we are where we are, is because of the tactic videos on this channel, creating this great community here. But also, I will be doing some guides here and there to make your guys' life easier within FM22, as the updates have kind of changed a whole heck of a lot about the game. And I mean, if you guys want to check out my latest guide, it was on how to sell any player, no matter what they are, like price-wise, how big reputation they have, if they're a club legend, whatever, you'll be able to sell the player, and it's from one simple tip. So make sure to check that out if that is something you guys are interested in. But also, if you guys want to get a way more in-depth experience, feel free to join the Discord. I post the tactics in there. We have a great community with the Norwegian Legion, which is my group from Twitch. We have a lot of fun within that chat, and we're going to be having a Community Champions League starting in January. It's probably going to be called the Gormy Network Save, where we have at least 8 teams, and we will draft players from the teams that are in the Champions League knockouts. So come the end of it, the winner will be rewarded with something. Not sure what that reward is yet, but definitely feel free to join the Discord. Feel free to follow over on Twitch at twitch.tv/ygormy. You guys can join the Norwegian Legion through that. But yeah, if you guys do happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys do happen to enjoy today's video, as subscribing is 100% free. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so here we are with the 4-2-3-1 Bangalore. So, like I said, 4-2-3-1, meaning 1 attacker, 3 attacking midfielders, 2 center mids, 4 in the back, and the goalkeeper. So, up top, we've got an advanced forward on attack with take more risks and shoot more often. Both inside forwards on attack. All we added to them was crosses aimed at far post. I think those are pretty good this year. Then the attacking mid on support, we added take more risks, crosses aimed at center, get further forward, roam from position, and move into channels. The deep line playmaker on support has his crosses aimed at center as well, with tackle harder. The box-to-box midfielder on support has crosses aimed at center, get further forward, move into channels, and tackle harder. Both wingbacks on support have take more risks, cross more often, crosses aimed at center, and tackle harder. The ball-playing defender on defend has tackle harder added. Then the central defender on defend has tackle harder added. And then we have the sweeper keeper on support with nothing added to their instructions. So, mentality-wise, we play with a positive mentality. When we are in possession, we are fairly narrow. We pass into space, and we overlap on the left and the right, and we hit early crosses. Now, hitting early crosses, I really like that this year, as crosses seem to be way more, what's the word? Way more optional. To where in years past, yes, they would work from time to time, but now crossing is kind of integral to most sides, whether it is coming from your wingbacks, wingers, whoever it may be. Hitting early crosses has become a very important part of the game this year. We play with a higher tempo as well. In transition, we counter press, counter, distribute quickly by taking short kicks. We didn't put distributing to any specific area or player, so it will go to the flanks, the playmakers, fullbacks, center backs, but our goalkeepers kind of do whatever they kind of want this year. They don't really listen. But when we're out of possession, we use the offside trap, have a much higher line of engagement and a higher defensive line. We trigger press more often and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So that right there is the 4-2-3-1 Bangalore with the set pieces. They are my elite set piece tactics. They will be linked to this tactic, so they are part of the tactic. But if you guys want to download them, they will be in the Discord as well, and you guys are free to download those as well. They are on the near post corner routine that has kind of been the meta since last year. It still does work, just not as OP as it was at the beginning of the game. But still, definitely use it. It's very, very solid. But now let's see how PSV Eindhoven performed within their competitions. All right, so here we are at the competitions. As you guys can see in the Eredivisie, PSV Eindhoven won the league by a point over Ajax. So dethroning Ajax, that's pretty impressive, being that Ajax are without a doubt 100% the best team in the Netherlands. Now, when it comes to the Champions League, they did get knocked out in the group stages, but when you were in a group with Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, and Atalanta, kind of difficult to, progress further than that. But then they went down to the Europa League, and they got knocked out in the quarterfinal by Ludogorets Razgrad. Now, props to Ludogorets Razgrad on getting to a semifinal in the Europa League. That's absolutely phenomenal. But I definitely think PSV Eindhoven could have beaten Ludogorets Razgrad and potentially even won the whole thing if they got to the final. But they did win the Dutch Cup, which is pretty nice. Then the Johan Cruyff Schaal, which I think is the Super Cup there in the Netherlands. I might be wrong. You guys can correct me if I am wrong. But they were the runners-up in that. So 2 trophies, will definitely take that. They performed very, very solid. They had a 55 goal differential in the league. The next highest was Ajax at 57. They were the only team higher than PSV. And the next highest after PSV was Vitesse. So they had a very, very solid season as well. But now let's see how PSV Eindhoven did, the team overview, and how the players did in the player overview. All right, so here we are in the team overview. We've got most goals. Ajax had the most goals in the league, but PSV Eindhoven had 86. Most shots for PSV Eindhoven had the most shots, had 100 more shots than Ajax. Fewest shots against, they had 51 more shots against themselves than Ajax did. Best pass completion, they were 8th. They had 87% passing. Most possession, they had 53% passing. They were in 5th. Most tackles won and most dribbles made, however, we are not in because this is a more direct style of football. This is not, all right, we're going to be kind of flashy and super creative. It is, all right, we're going to take more risks but be super direct at getting the ball to the net. That is how this is. Most shutouts, we were in 3rd. We had 15. And then fewest conceded, we were in 3rd with 31. So overall, fairly good season. Now getting into the player overview, Carlos Vinicius, who is on loan from Benfica, had 29 goals. Absolutely incredible. Very, very happy with that. Nani Madueke with 18. He was on that right side, inside forward a majority of the time, and he would get hit with those far post crosses. But he was also cutting in, so he would get hit in the center as well. So he was very, very good in that role. Kid is absolutely phenomenal. Highly suggest you guys try and bring him in whatever save you guys are doing, if it is possible. Most assists, however, we are not in. Most shots, we are. Carlos Vinicius had 150, Madueke 115, and Cody Gakpo with 114. Most player of the match performances, Carlos Vinicius was tied with Dusan Tadic with 8. Absolutely love Tadic. He is phenomenal. Then Nani Madueke was basically second with 6. Most key passes, Philip Max with 140. He was great for us. Best pass completion, we're not in. Tackles won, Philip Max was, though. He had 72. He was in 6th. Then most dribbles made, we're not in. Most shutouts, however, we are with Yoel Dromo. He had 15. And then fewest conceded, he was in 5th with 31. Andre Onana only let in 12 goals during the season. That's absolutely insane. That is very, very impressive. But he only played 21 games, whereas our goalkeeper played all 34. So that is definitely impressive. But getting into the squad and how things went overall, Carlos Vinicius had 43 goals on the season. That is absolutely insane. Nani Madueke had 24, cutting in from that right side once again. He's very, very good in that role. Cody Gakpo had 11. Aaron Zahavi had 9. And Mario Götze had 8. Now, assist-wise, if it wants to go to that, Philip Max had 15. Nani Madueke, 14. Mario Götze with 13. Carlos Vinicius with 9. And then we got Ibrahim Sangare with 7. And I mean, Ibrahim Sangare, as you can see, only started 10 games, but was used as a substitute in 31. So I'm not sure where all the numbers came from, but kind of solid being a substitute and still putting up some solid-ish numbers like that. The highest average rating was Philip Max at 7.42. Gotta love those left backs. If you guys want to see why you should use wing backs, I actually, well, not wing backs, but left back, right back in general, really. I made a video on that as well. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put the card somewhere up here on the screen for you guys. And then Carlos Vinicius, he had a 7.41, so just slightly under Philip Max. And then Andre Romaglio had a 7.30. Jordan Teze with a 7.22. Nani Madueke with a 7.21. And Olivier Bashagli with a 7.20. I remember when that kid was supposed to be absolutely insane. He still is pretty solid, but not like he was supposed to eventually be. But now let's see how the team performance was in the data hub. All right, so here we are for the general performance. This is going to be the only one that we do look over. So goals per game, we were at a 2.53, which is 1.07 more than the league average. Expected goals per game, we were at a 2.48. So we were scoring slightly above our goals per game, but basically we were averaging 2.5 goals per game. So that is pretty solid. Conceded per game, 0.91, so under a goal. And expected was essentially a goal at 0.99, but we were even under that. So that is pretty solid. Shots per game, 21.71, averaging 9 more shots than the league average. That is vital and why they won the league, by having all of those shots. Like I said, kind of direct play, going straight to the goal. It was kind of the focal point of the offense. All right, let's get shots on net. The more shots we have on net, the more goals we're going to score, the more points we're going to earn. That is kind of the outlook on that. Shots on target. Shots on target percentage, we had 45.39%. Which was actually under the league average, just slightly though. Pass completion ratio, 87.53%. It was slightly lower than the league average as well. And then tackles won ratio, it was 79.02%. So essentially 79%. And it was about 0.5% more than the league average. But overall, very, very happy with how PSV Eindhoven performed with this tactic. Very, very solid. Can't wait to see how it looks within the match engine, and we are going to take a look at that right now. right, so there it is, the 4-2-3-1 Bangalore. I was really impressed with how it looked within the match engine, especially against which game was that? Let me go to the schedule. SC Kember. They looked very, very good in that, especially the play on their last goal. The link-up play was absolutely phenomenal. So hopefully you guys will be able to experience that. Not in every match, but in some matches you guys get to see incredible build-up play like that, as it was absolutely phenomenal. That was grade A build-up play right there. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Like I said, you guys are going to be getting tactics once to twice a week now, so be looking out for those. They will be posted in the Discord as well right when they go live. The tactics will be in the Discord as well. That is where you will download them, so definitely make sure to check it out. We talk football and all sorts of things in there. So if you guys did happen to enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as subscribing is 100% free. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.